always wanted to do double interviews with Terry. Just pass it off to him.
Okay, World Championships is over for Team USA. Second place finish, 7 medals, couple of champs. I mean, as the coaches, how do you look at the week and assess the team and the whole event? Coach, you want to start?
I don't know if I want to start. It's a great week. I mean, we had 7 medals. We came in here with a good mixture of, some veterans and some younger ones that we needed to step up. And for the most part, we did. We had some great wins. We had some people step up. First time getting medals here at the World Championship. That's a big step. And then obviously we had some losses that we didn't think we should have, right? But overall, it was a good performance. I've said it before. Japan. I think we're catching them, but they're not going to go down, right? They're not going to go down without a fight, and they showed that this weekend, right? And people can talk about they never had their best team or this or that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I mean, moving forward, this may be their best team, right? We don't know who's coming back. We don't know what their future is, and this is who is here and who they have, and so we have a great team too and a great program, and we showed that today, and I think we're right there with them. A couple of these matches go the other direction, and we're right there. But we need to focus on ourselves and be a team, and I think that's the biggest thing right now is we need to grow together and move forward together and push each other to be better and stronger. And if we do that, we'll keep moving and keep gaining, and there will be a day when we're standing in that top step. So how do I feel? I feel good on the effort. Okay. Obviously, I'm disappointed on the outcome because we came here to win, and we didn't get that done. But I'll tell you what, I'm very proud of this team and how they competed this weekend and how they represented themselves and represented our country and our organization and the program and women's wrestling in the U.S. And so they're great ambassadors, and that's important. That's important. And sometimes your leaders fall, right? And the team can lift them back up, right? And in turn, they lift the team up by showing their courage. And I think that happened a little bit tonight with Tamara Mensah-Stock. And it was a very hard match for her to go back out on that competition mat after a very disappointing loss last night. But she found a way through it, and it took the team to get her to that place. And she found a way through it, and she went out there and really wrestled a flawless match. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that moment. Adeline Gray, 6-time world champion. That's what legends are made of, right? Those are for the storybooks, and we get to live in this space with her, and it's exciting, and I'm very honored to be a part of that journey.
So Clarissa, Helen Morales, talk a little bit about her great day and her great performance.
God. Her too, everyone has their own individual journey that they, have ups and downs and peaks and valleys to navigate through, right? Coming off of Olympic bronze, which she was not disappointed about, a lot of gratitude coming off of that, but finding herself again and enjoying competing and being out there on the mat and just leading the team in that way, and I, in ways that she may not realize or understand how she's leading, but some of our first-time world team members, they watch her. What is she doing? What makes her so great? Why her warm-ups a little different? Like just the little things. And I think everyone on the team wants to rise to that. To the Helen and Adelines and Tamara's.
Talk about maybe the challenge. Adeline and Tamara particularly mentioned like the turnaround and maybe having to make the decision fast and like just getting them to the place where they wanted to wrestle and compete here. And just like maybe there was some of that with Sarah and Helen, but they didn't speak particularly to it.
Well, it was. It was a very tough turnaround, and I'm sure you've heard it the men's side too, right? It was very quick, and to come down off of that high of the Olympic Games, and to get yourself back up to and put yourself back out there again, that's tough. So, but the calendar dictated that, right? I mean, I don't think anyone would say that's the way to set up an ideal performance, but it was the same for everyone, right? And so you take what you have and you wrestle it. And so, now we need some time, right? We need some time away from the sport and I think review everything and reflect on what's going on, and then make a plan moving forward. But we definitely need some, the athletes need some well-deserved downtime.
Coach Chun, I'm just, observing the body language of you guys and the team, and it's like, man, 7 medals, sort of somber though still. Is that almost like encouraging? Or like, man, 7 medals, a couple champs, and not super satisfied, right?
Yeah, because you always want more in the sense of, the whole goal of why specifically, I think the Olympic team, the medalists, the whole goal was to win that world title together. It's been since 1999, and they wanted to bring home a team title. And so 7 is great, more than I've ever been a part of, like, on a team. But, like, there's always more room for improvements, right? Until we get 10 golds, is anyone really that satisfied? No.
This Japanese team, obviously they're excellent. I think more to your point, this is probably their next generation. Were you guys able to do a thorough evaluation of them, or if they were a little more of an unknown quantity?
Yeah, I mean, we knew them coming in. I mean, nothing's a secret anymore, right? I mean, you get footage everywhere, so we can find people, and we found as much as we could. Maybe it wasn't ideal, but we found as much as we could. We watched them here. I mean, it's not like we had weeks anyways to prepare, or months to prepare for one person. So we did what we did, right? And then I mean, I think that sometimes on the opposite side of that, I think sometimes we can worry too much about what our opponent's doing, and we need to focus on ourselves and how do we get better, and how do we need to go out there and attack the match and make them wrestle our match instead of us wrestling them. And I think that's an area we can also improve in a little bit as a program, as coaches and athletes. I think we need to know our opponents, but we also need to go wrestle our match and make sure it's our match. And so I think that we don't want to be trying to defend our way into world titles. Right? We want to be able to attack in, and that's where we need to get to.
Did you have something to add?
No, exactly that. Like, just being able to have the team collectively be demanding on that mat to who they are. Because that's the match we're gonna win. So.
Watching Helen win, she wrestled so well in Japan. She wrestled really well here. Just talk about that. I mean, maybe it's a transformation or a return to that form, but like what that means for the team and just how how important that is for the program moving forward as well.
Well, I think it's huge, because I think a little bit of what I said earlier. Sometimes leaders fall, right? And Adeline fell in 2016, and she found her way back up. Helen had some rough years in between 2016, right, and now, and she found her way back to the top of that top of that podium. This weekend, Tamara didn't have the performance she wanted, right? And but she stepped back out there and had an excellent match. That's part of life, and overcoming adversity and rising back up. And I think so Helen being back at the really a championship level where we knew she was capable of is really outstanding, and all credit goes to her, because she has really been through some hard times and really has found her way through it, and everyone else has been here to guide and direct where we can, but really the credit belongs to Helen.
I think that for Helen, was very open about her injuries and what she was battling through from the quad, right, leading into 2021. And I think it was a testament to herself that she was able to find it within herself, right? I think it goes back to like her 2016 Helen of like, I am enough, right? But she's battled a lot of like injuries and whatnot that she was very open about, and those challenges, like Coach Terry said, about persevering and finding how to adjust to get better for herself, for her well-being, for the moments on the mat in 2021. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Really appreciate your time. Anything else before I let you go?
No, I just think just to understand that for the young athletes out there, this isn't a linear journey, right? There's a lot of ups and downs along the way, and it's okay. I think it's learning from each moment and moving forward from it, and knowing that you don't always have to be at your best. Just be the best you can be that day, right? Tamara was definitely not at her best this week or even today, right? But just be the best you can today, right? And she was incredible out there, right? And so I think sometimes we can make so much of it, but hey, sometimes there's some ups and downs, and just continue through it and ask for help, right? I mean, Tamara needed help today, and we gave her that help, and then she went out and performed incredibly, right? And I think that's kind of how it goes in a wrestling career and in life and in any journey. So.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.